This is an intensely exciting car hide-and-seek challenge. 6 players will drive different cars and hide within an area of nearly 100,000 square meters, as long as they survive the 1.5-hour search. They get to drive the car home and receive a reward of 500,000 rubles. Following the hunter's command, everyone eagerly begins their preparations. First up is Susan. He drives directly to the farthest shed, which houses a massive truck. His idea is to drive his car inside the cargo container and pile foam boxes at the rear to block the view, creating the illusion that no one is inside. Hopefully, he can claim the final victory. Next up is Curly. Believing in the gamer rule that CTs never look up, he hires a crane to hoist his car onto the roof. Just to be safe, he leans the car against the wall and builds a brick wall around it. As long as he doesn't expose himself, he definitely won't be found. Of course, that's not even the craziest part. The next player, Skinny, after driving into the woods, physically cuts his car in half right down the middle. To reduce the vehicle's size, he then hides it deep within the bushes. This deception trick was indeed played well. The next contestant, Dina, is also a genius. She parks her Land Rover directly in the woods, covers it with 2 layers of ghillie camouflage suits, and sticks leaves onto the surface to deceive the hunter's eyes. I have to say, this tactic is a bit like burying your head in the sand. Next up is the ultimate camper Beard. He also has someone crane his car onto a roof and covers it with camouflage cloth. However, he runs off to lie down in the grass nearby. Honestly, this is practically pointless hiding. The next contestant is Big Guy. His vehicle is massive, so he chooses to hide inside the factory. He covers it with a black cloth, moves a vending machine to block the front, and places various distracting items around it to confuse the hunter's senses. You could say that among all the contestants, Big Guy put the most effort into his setup. Now that all contestants are hidden, it's the hunter's turn to take the stage. According to the rules of the competition, he cannot use any transportation tools. He can only rely on his feet to explore slowly. Also, each contestant can use a walkie-talkie to communicate and exchange field information in real time. But the hunter has a secret weapon too, a signal receiver. When he is within 5 meters of a car, it will beep. Consider it a support tool. Furthermore, every half hour of the competition, everyone must honk their horn 3 times. So, the entire match is relatively fair for both sides. The hunter pushes open the gate and, without a second thought, heads straight for the factory workshops. Only here is there room to hide the huge vehicles. The hunter first explores a small shed, finds it locked from the outside, and the receiver doesn't beep. So he decisively moves to the next spot. For him, time is extremely precious. After all, for one person to search a 100,000 SQM area, he can't afford to waste a single second. He doesn't let any corner slip by, checking every building he comes across. But regarding these basic hiding spots, wouldn't the contestants have thought of that? This gives the hunter a massive headache. The abandoned houses are all completely empty, and there are no tire tracks on the ground. He originally thought the battle would be over in 30 minutes, but now it looks grim. Meanwhile, Curly, hiding on the roof, is incredibly arrogant. He climbs out of his car and throws a bottle of Coke down to the ground. Unexpectedly, it doesn't explode. Luckily, the first half hour passes quickly, and the contestants honk their horns one by one. This provides direction for the hunter. He follows the sound toward the small woods and finds an abandoned wooden shack. He discovers tire tracks on the ground. Someone must be nearby, and right outside sits a car, covered with a camouflage tarp. This is actually the decoy set up by Dina, intended to divert the hunter's attention. The hunter easily sees through Dina's trick. Immediately, he walks right past the abandoned shed. He looks down and spots something. A triumphant smile spreads across the hunter's face. He pushes aside the bushes and walks in. Soon, a massive pile of grass comes into view. This is exactly where Dina is hiding. Sure enough, she is the first one eliminated. This discovery boosts the hunter's confidence significantly. However, as time ticks by, the sky is slowly darkening. Once night falls, searching will become much harder, so he must hurry up. The hunter continues along the path, and soon discovers another small hut. With a huge clump of grass on top of it, he suspects someone is definitely up there, so he picks up a branch to poke around. Strangely, no matter what he says, there is absolutely no movement inside. He immediately realizes some camper is playing tricks. He turns around to search elsewhere, and Beard, wearing a ghillie suit and lying on the ground, is spotted instantly. Now another contestant has been eliminated. Another half hour has passed, and everyone honks from inside their cars. Everyone is very confident about their hiding spots. Little do they know, the hunter is right near Skinny. He jogs along the road and arrives below the building where Curly is. Just now, 2 sounds came from this vicinity. The hunter plans to search the dense grass first. The vegetation here is rich, and there are many earthen mounds. It's a perfect hiding spot. Suddenly, he spots the rear of a car and rushes over to check. Unexpectedly, this is Skinny's decoy. At this moment, he is sitting in the driver's seat snickering, certain that the hunter won't find his real location. Who would have thought the hunter wouldn't give up? Instead, he continues forward along the grass, following the traces of crushed grass. He successfully finds the camper. Skinny is truly a cunning brat. Of course, this is just the beginning. The hunter remembers there were 2 sound sources nearby, plus there's a large bottle of Coke lying on the ground. He deduces someone must be hiding here. He circles the nearby buildings, round and round, almost wearing the grass bald, but finds no clues. So he decisively asks to use a help opportunity and receives a picture from the staff, showing a large crane. He instantly realizes what happened and immediately starts climbing the stairs. Now it's Curly's turn to be nervous. He prays the wall he built will work, but sadly, it was all just self-deception. Another player is eliminated. Now only Susan and Big Guy remain. There are only 15 minutes left. The hunter continues exploring along the road, intending to search places he hasn't been to before. The huge warehouse in front of him is Susan's hiding spot. Hearing the hunter's voice, he immediately holds his breath, afraid of revealing his location. The hunter approaches a shipping container. Suddenly, the signal receiver on him starts beeping. Could Susan be inside? He opens it up, nothing. This leaves the hunter completely confused. Only 5 minutes remain. He hurriedly continues forward. Turning his head, he spots a truck. This is also a great hiding spot. So he decisively opens the rear door, pulls away the blocking foam, and successfully finds Susan's location. Unfortunately, time has run out. Big Guy has waited so long he got hungry and pulled out a sausage to replenish his energy, based on hints from other players. The hunter arrives at the factory, seeing the chaotic scene in front of him. He feels puzzled. There doesn't seem to be any place to hide a car. Who would have known that after twisting and turning through the place, he would find Big Guy in the very corner? This concealment was truly invincible, hiding such a big car so well. If he joined a PUBG hide and seek contest, he would surely win the chicken dinner.